Greetings one and all, Nick DiVirgilio here, and today's video is on this DW Performance Series 4-piece shell pack in an absolutely gorgeous Tangerine Marine finish ply. Finish ply is what DW calls their wraps, and this wrap is a Sweetwater exclusive. I mean, look at how the shiny chrome jumps off the orange and red swirliness of the wrap. It's absolutely beautiful, and this drum kit is gonna look awesome on any stage. DW Performance Series drums have all of the features and craftsmanship you've come to know and love from DW. The drums are built in their Oxnard, California factory, just like their Collector Series drums are, but the Performance Series comes in at a much more manageable price because you don't have as many options in the Performance Series as you do in the Collector Series. In the Collector Series, you could do anything you want. The sky's the limit with options on those drums. So if you're in the market for a kit that's ready to rock right out of the box, that looks amazing and sounds equally amazing, then I think it would be well worth your time to check out DW Performance Series drums like this one. And with all that said, let's get to the details of this kit right now. Let's first talk about these drum shells, handcrafted HVX Hard Rock North American maple shells. HVX stands for horizontal, vertical, and diagonal, and that's the grain orientation when they make the shells. Some of the plies have vertical grain, horizontal grain, and diagonal, and they put them together to make this beautiful shell. They first put the plies in a high pressure mold and bake it at a really high temperature. Then when that's done, they take it out and immediately cool temper the shell, and that crystallizes the glue. It gives the shells great strength, perfect roundness, and great resonance. The toms come with 45-degree back cut bearing edges, and that means there's a cut going into the shell and a little bit of a cut on the outside of the shell. The kick drum has a 60-degree bearing edge, which gives it a huge sound. The sizes of the drums go like this: 8x10 and 9x12 inch rack toms, a 16x16 inch floor tom, and a giant 18x22 inch kick drum. Okay, now it's time to check out the sound of these toms with the snare wires off. Here we go. There's a great tone interval between each drum, and the pitch is very pleasant. This maple shell is nice and round sounding, but it has great punch as well. Let me turn the snare wires on and do the same thing for you. Great, round, and punchy tone. All right, now onto the kick drum. Again, it's an 18x22, and the snare wires are off. Here we go. Punchy, round, and a lot of fat, low-end tone. Now I have the plastic side of the DW beater here going. Let me turn it around and play it with the felt side and see if you hear a difference. Here we go. It is slightly softer with the felt side of the beater. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but the snare wires are on. Here we go. The snare wires add that little buzz in the background, of course, but they also add a little bit of high-end bump to the sound of the kick drum. Now this is a 4-piece shell pack. It does not come with a snare drum, so I coupled it with this great DW aluminum 6.5x14 inch snare drum. But if you would like a matching snare drum, you have two choices to pick from: an 8x14 and a 6.5x14, both with this killer Tangerine Marine finish ply. Also, if you'd like to expand your kit and make it a little bit bigger, there's a 7x8 inch rack tom you can buy, and also a 14x14 inch floor tom. So again, just speak to your Sweetwater sales engineer You can outfit your kit however you like. Now let's get into the hardware on this kit. You get the reduced size quarter turret lugs along with true pitch tuning rods. True pitch tuning rods have more threads than your normal tuning rod, so you can really dial in the tuning of every drum on your kit. The tom mounts are the STM suspension system. It's a washerless system that lets the drum hang freely while making tuning a breeze. You get graduated triple flanged hoops on all the toms, and that means on the smaller toms, the hoops weigh a little bit less, and they get a little bit heavier as the toms get bigger. This all adds to the resonance and tone of each drum. You get 21-inch floor tom legs. What's cool about these legs is that they're designed to keep the tone of the drum in the drum. The sound doesn't dissipate down the legs. And they're also long enough to make it comfortable for any size player. The kick drum spurs on these DW drums are great, and they keep the drum in place and solid no matter how hard you're hitting it. And you also get beautiful claw hooks on the hoops of these drums as well. The drums come outfitted with heads specially made for DW by Remo. All in all, with everything you get, this is one fantastic drum kit. Let me quickly tell you about the other fantastic gear I have with me today. On the kick drum is an Audix D6. On the snare drum is an Audix I5. I have DPA 4099s on the toms. I have a pair of Telefunken TF11s for the overheads. I have a Neumann FET 47 in the room to give the drums a little bit of ambience. Everything is going into a couple of Universal Audio Apollos and on into Pro Tools. I also have with me these beautiful brand new Sabian Anthology cymbals, along with a couple of HHX cymbals, the China and the Splash here. And then I have a pair of ProMark Firegrain 5A rebound drumsticks. And there you go, the DW Performance Series 4-piece shell pack in this gorgeous Sweetwater exclusive Tangerine Marine finish ply. If you want any more information about this DW product or any other DW product we sell here at Sweetwater, contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch, everybody. I'm gonna play some more drums. Cheers. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Click right here for more videos just like this one, or go to sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs.